Take a look at this. XRP investors pin hopes on August 1st SEC meeting for regulatory clarity, a closed-door meeting of the Securities and Exchange Commission, which was widely monitored and was reported to contain an eventual agreement with Ripple, eventually failed to give any meaningful updates on the issue, significantly dampening anticipation. On the other hand, the XRP army is currently diverting its attention to another impending meeting of the SEC that will take place behind closed doors on August 1st. The schedule for the gathering that will take place on August 1st contains a variety of themes, including the initiation and settlement of remedial actions, as well as administrative processes in existing litigations. This is similar to the agenda for the conference that took place before. While everything is going on, there's a lot of conjecture going about on X that Judge Analisa Torres is trying to get a definitive verdict in the lengthy legal struggle between the SEC and Ripple as soon as this week. According to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, a final court ruling in the matter is near, despite the fact that the likelihood of such a verdict occurring is considered to be low. It is important to note that the fate of Ripple is in the hands of Judge Torres, who is responsible for deciding the penalty for the unlawful sale of unregistered XRP to financial institutions. The Securities and Exchange Commission has proposed that the penalty be as high as $2 billion, and they may also seek an injunction. An injunction that prohibits the sale of XRP to institutional investors might have far-reaching ramifications, including the possibility of derailing Ripple's efforts to expand on the United States market. Furthermore, if Judge Torres approves the motion made by the Securities and Exchange Commission, XRP may be subject to a large amount of selling pressure. In spite of the fact that the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit is still fraught with uncertainty, the price of XRP has been steadily climbing. The price has increased by 8 over the course of the past week and is presently trading somewhere around 0.60. It is important to remember that in July of last year, a favorable verdict in the lawsuit caused XRP to surge from about $0.47 to $0.93, which violated the bear market that was occurring at the time. There is a rising amount of conjecture that the price of XRP might conceivably break the $1 level with favorable news, given the current conditions, which are more hopeful. There is a lot of speculation in the XRP community that Ripple, a blockchain-based payment network, and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission will reach a settlement deal. The XRP community is eagerly awaiting Judge Torres' ruling this week, as well as the August 1 meeting. The scheduled sanctions and injunctions in the Ripple litigation take place this week. Analyze data, the matter that has persisted for years among the regulatory body and the cryptocurrency corporation, is now being deliberated by Torres with the aim of reaching a final decision. The Torres will determine the sanctions and injunctions related to the case. It is being hoped that she will make a choice in the first few days of August, according to Fred Ruspelai and James Murphy. The procedure could be delayed due to motions pending before Judge Sarah Netburn. The chances are currently in favor of Ripple because it has able to gain multiple victories since the litigation began. This Ripple has put the SEC in a tough spot, and they may decide to appeal the verdict. There are a small number of experts in the field of law and economics who believe that the XRP litigation will go on for some time. Both Ripple and the SEC have the option to appeal previous decisions, which might lengthen the duration of the dispute. But crypto enthusiast Mikkel thinks the SEC's evidence against Ripple is their weakest case ever. The outcome of the lawsuit between Ripple and the SEC would significantly affect the cryptocurrency payment company and the sector overall, but he does not think the regulator will appeal. A market pressure has been plaguing XRP since the case's inception over 3 years ago. This necessitates delisting the coin from many exchanges such as Coinbase, among others. The extinction of the cryptocurrency XRP was averted by a ruling rendered by Judge Torres 1 year ago. Following the ruling that XRP is not a security, its operations saw a significant upturn. There is still a chance that XRP could be demoted again. Nevertheless, should the SEC emerge victorious, at least this time, it will have an impact on Ripple's commercial operations and its connection with the SEC. In this liminal stage, an order will have detrimental effects on the organization, although monetary fines may not have much of an effect. The XRP community is closely monitoring the issue and trying to predict what the case's future holds. The XRP community is eagerly awaiting Judge Torres' ruling this week. The original publication of the piece was on the most recent developments in the Ripple versus SEC case, which centered on blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, and investment strategies. There has been a lot of speculation in the cryptocurrency industry following the release and publication of a picture by a cryptocurrency expert named Jack the Ripple. And the fact that Judge Ana Torres is still waiting for a final ruling is only added to the level of drama as the month of August approaches. Ripple and the SEC are reportedly planning to meet on August 1, according to the image. Huge anticipation has built up for the next closed meeting of the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is currently scheduled for the organization's official calendar. This newly released snapshot is making the rounds on social media, and it gives the impression that Ripple and the SEC are talking about the prospect of a settlement. Two recent SEC meetings, one that was postponed and another that yielded no significant progress, have left many people wondering where the case is headed. Since Ripple and the SEC have not provided formal confirmation, the cryptocurrency world is currently on edge as to whether or not the leaked image is legitimate. Despite the image's intrigue, its veracity remains unknown. The fight for Ripple's existence, Ripple is facing a challenging scenario as it fights back against the SEC's examination. Although there have been whispers about potential settlement talks, no concrete news of negotiations have surfaced. There is, nevertheless, the possibility of negotiating the compromise, which offers some optimism for a less complex outcome. The outcome of this lawsuit is expected to set a significant standard for how digital assets will be regulated in the US. The verdict might reshape Ripple's operations, the market's dynamics, consequences, and what's to come, all because Ripple's on-demand liquidity was crucial to the small businesses at the heart of the dispute. Digital assets may be less fraught with mystery if Ripple succeeds in its mission to bring about more open and honest regulation of the cryptocurrency industry. Conversely, the whole cryptocurrency industry can feel the effects of stricter regulations brought about by a ruling in favor of the SEC. Furthermore, experts claim that the SEC and Ripple are prepared to participate in, which would involve the prospect of appealing the prior ruling. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, has been vocal in his disapproval of the way the SEC has dealt with the matter of the necessity for more open regulatory frameworks. Meanwhile, the settlement offer has been rejected by the Council for Pro XRP as well. As the XRP community awaits a resolution, Ripple is wondering if the ESCC will supply it. Stay tuned with us because we will keep you informed. Recently, XRP has been trending upwards due to speculation of a potential settlement between Ripple and the SEC. The settlement operations have been the subject of much conjecture, and their confirmation might cause XRP's price to surge. The mood of the cryptocurrency market has lately pushed XRP higher. What comes next is anybody's guess at this point. The leaked image heightens the tension since the situation is still unfolding. However, official verification is necessary before the image's impact can be determined. In addition to having far-reaching consequences for Ripple, this lawsuit will shape the future of cryptocurrency regulation. The prospect of a favorable ruling for Ripple had an impact on the price of XRP over the weekend. We recommend that you consult an informed expert and do your own research in May before making any investing decisions.